Hey guys! So a week ago, I got back from my trip in Europe. It was a 3 week trip, and I was in Amsterdam, Paris, Barcelona, and London slash rural England. And I'm making a video about some of the things and that I had shocks slash culture shocks with in Paris because I was like, we need to talk about it. I think it's funny. I always like watching these videos of people talking about things that kind of like shock them, where they were like, oh my gosh, I didn't know. Even if it's something that's like somebody may know, like, obviously that's like happens in Paris or something. You're like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, I already made a video talking about my culture shocks in Amsterdam. So go ahead and watch that video if you haven't seen it. And if you have and now you're here watching this one, well, hey, thank you. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So a thing that I immediately noticed when I got to Paris was that I felt that people look a lot more polished for everyday tasks, like whether it be going to the grocery store or going to like a coffee shop or I mean, obviously I saw people that were going to work too, so that may have accounted to it. But like I was just really gagged about how I would just see people walking about their day, doing their things, and like they just look like they're a lot more put together than sometimes us in the US. And I was just like, wow, period. This is the moment. And also I know Paris like fashion capital. Like, they do their big one. Okay. They know what they're talking about. So that probably accounts for it too. But I mean, yeah, we've all if you live in the US, you've seen the moments where, people just go in with a quick tank top or people just go in with, some pajamas. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen a cute Walmart Target pajama run. Okay. I don't know if I've ever done that. Have I? I don't know, and I don't want to lie and say I haven't, and somebody clocks me like, yes, you did. But we've seen that. But yeah, I was just like, okay, this is Paris. I'm in Paris. Hi, hello. I'm not gonna lie. I did feel like I was Emily in Paris for a second. Like and not like the crazy moments of Emily in Paris, but just like I was just like, I'm living my fantasy right now. Like I'm really living my fantasy, and this is just like it. It was literally like a solo moment of okay, I'm ranting too much. Okay, the next topic. The next thing that was also kind of shocked about, but like it makes sense. Not really shocked, but like kind of like wow, was just like the fact of the walkability and how like Parisians walk everywhere. I was like, okay, I know people walk and use the public transport because obviously big cities like boom, like they do their big one. But it was like really everyone walks everywhere. I remember being at this. I went to this place. What was the place? I think it was called Otaco or Old Taco. Like apparently, I was searching online like for like fast food, but that was like France's version. Like so, like a McDonald's, but like of Paris. Not specifically McDonald's, but just fast food. Like I was just like, what's their version of like fast food? You know what I'm saying? Like I was just, and I think it's called O Taco or Old Taco. Anyways, I was coming back. I walked to that one, and I was walking back to my hotel, and I literally saw this like old lady. Like I'm talking like late 70s, 80s. And she was just. Did she have? Yeah, she had like a walker, but she was in the grocery store. I mean, in the store with me because after I left the Otako, I went to go get me what did I get? Like a snack or a water or something. And then like that's when I was leaving, but I saw her and she was just moving about and walking the city. And mind you, the sun was out. Like it was definitely like the sun was beaming and it was like in towards evening of day, but it was still out. And I was just like, you know what? We have no excuses to be lazy here, okay? Like, I know in the States we love our cars, but we gotta get active because I was like, there is this old woman, like, in the middle of Paris, just with her, like, walker, just going about life. And I'm like, the Parisians walk everywhere. Like, they're gonna use that transport, they're gonna use that. Like, I'm just like, that's the moment. That, like, we have no excuses, y'all. Let's do better, okay? Um, the next thing that was also a culture shock for me was like the elevator experience that I experienced was a lot smaller. So as we know, a lot of buildings in Paris are a lot older, especially because like the beautiful architecture and cities being built even I mean this certain areas being built before even the US existed. Okay, come on, clock that. So that's TA. But yeah, a lot of buildings were made for AC or elevators. But even my hotel that did have AC, because baby, I made sure to look. I said, look, we need the AC, okay? But like the elevator was small, and I feel like when I'm in smaller elevators, like I'm scared because this wasn't the only city that had the small elevators. Like I think like like even when I was in Barcelona too. But I'm like, ooh, the smaller elevators scare me a little bit because I'm like, I don't. How much can this carry? I mean, mind you, like I don't think I'm gonna break the elevator, but like I'm like, okay, what about my suitcase? Like I don't want to bounce a little bit because I'm like, is it fragile? I don't know. But yeah, it was just tinier. Oh my gosh. You guys are seeing the real, okay? Because I don't edit. So y'all are seeing the real. But that kind of made sense because I have watched Emily in Paris. So I know all about the small elevator, but it was just fun experiencing it and like seeing it in real life and like just really being there like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. So yeah, that was something that was cool and a little shock. The next thing, okay, y'all. So this is just me being like real hungry and real extra because I was like, I don't know what day it was, but I remember there was a day and I was like, I want me some like good old breakfast. Like, but mind you, what was I looking for? I was just like, well, no, I wasn't really looking for it, but automatically when it was morning time, I was craving breakfast. What I think, like, you need like eggs, bacon, like in my U.S. brain, it's like eggs, bacon, like whatever. But when I tell you, I was like, all that was around me was a lot of like bakeries, and obviously there could have been like a breakfast, like that type of style, like maybe farther. But I was just like, look, I'm hungry, and I went to just a local bakery near me. Like, what is it called? Boulangerie, boulangerie. Oh my god, yeah. I'm sorry, but when I speak French, I feel so bougie. Like, I feel so boulangerie. Anyways, I went to a local bakery, and when I say there was a line, I was like, okay. And I got me, what is it called? I think it's called, I don't know, but it had like cheese and ham and like was like and like a bread. And I think they called it like the Paris breakfast or something. I don't know, it was something like that. But there was the people getting their croissants, getting their like their pain du chocolat. Okay, see, look, that's where my accent starts to slip. Where it's like, okay, am I saying this right? Do I know? But like, they got their chocolate croissants. And yeah, so like, they don't play about their Parisian breakfast, their coffee, and their croissant or their pastry. Like, and that's what I lived. I lived that because then after that day, I was like, wait, this is kind of tea, and I got it the next day, and I was just like, you know what? Like, this is the mom. This is the mom. I just loved it. So yeah, that was kind of a shock. Not a shock, but like it made sense. It was just like something that was like, wow, like oh my gosh. So yeah, the next kind of thing that like shocked me as well was that the pace of life just felt a lot slower, and that is so beautiful. Like I just genuinely and like again, maybe this is me using my Emily in Paris moments of TV. Like, guys, TV is not reality, only sometimes. But like I've seen like the clips and like heard of people talking about it, but like it was just like genuinely, I felt like just the life was like the pace felt slower, and I loved that. I lived for that, and it just taught me like, you know what? Take your time. Was I on vacation? Yes. So maybe if I was working at a company, it could have been different. But even then, I feel like I would see people in their like work outfits and they would look chill. Like they wouldn't even look like stressed. Sometimes you may pass by an office building here or may like talk to a friend that works in like a company and they're like, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 this is blah, 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 blah. But over there, it looked like, what? How do you say work in French? Travail? Travail? Y'all, I'm trying. I'm really trying with the R. Like, travail? Somebody's gonna eat me up in the comments. Anyways, but yeah, so I just felt like the pace of life was a lot slower, and I just lived. I love that. So boom. Another thing that kind of like shocked me as well was like there were so many pharmacies. Like I feel like everywhere. Like I would walk out of my hotel and I saw a pharmacy. Then like walk a little bit more and I saw a pharmacy. And then I kind of looked into that, and it's because at pharmacies they have skincare and beauty health stuff as well. So I was like, oh, so is that like a Ulta moment? Like so yeah, I didn't end up going in one because I was like, in my head I was like, I don't need no medicine. Why are they everywhere? Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I just feel like there were a lot more than I expected out of nowhere, and I was just like, okay, wow. But yeah, when I looked into it, it was like, oh, they have skincare products. So like, and French skincare, so tea, okay. So yeah, that was something that was like, wow, okay. I just thought everybody was getting their meds. I was like, okay, period. Take care of yourself. But no, they have like skincare and beauty products there as well. So that's something that's cool. So if you want your French beauty products, oh, go ahead and go to Paris, stock up, and then come back. I don't know if you got to declare all that, but do you only have to declare food? Okay, that's my brain. I don't know, guys. Don't eat me up. But yeah. Anyways, that's basically the end of this video. These are some of the things that kind of just like shocked me, even if some of these like I like saw on TV or researched beforehand. But us still being there in the moment was like, wow, this is cool. This is like shock. Wow. But yeah, let me know if you guys went to Paris, you had any culture shocks as well, or if you like want me to elaborate on anything more that I experienced. But yeah, please like the video, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. I love y'all so much, and bye.